I got hearing aids so I could finally hear what my cool friends really thought about me. Growing up, I was nowhere near popular. I was the quiet deaf kid who sat at the back of class and used sign language to communicate. Somehow, though, I ended up best friends with Cade, Oser, and Wayne, the guys everyone wanted to be around. They got invited everywhere, people admired them, and girls were always trying to talk to them. What made it even stranger was that they learned sign language for me. They stayed after school practicing signs for hours until they got them right. When people stared at me in the hallways, they stepped in front of me like a wall. I trusted them, but a small part of me always wondered why they chose me. A week after my 14th birthday, my mom handed me a small box. Inside were hearing aids. I couldn't believe it. I hugged her tight and cried. It was the happiest moment of my life. I put them on and spent a few minutes just listening to everything around me. Before I left, my mom grabbed my arm and warned me to be careful, saying people are not always who they seem. I brushed it off because my friends had proven themselves. I couldn't wait to surprise them. When I got to school, the sound hit me all at once. Lockers slammed, shoes squeaked, voices echoed everywhere. It was overwhelming but amazing. I saw my friends by their lockers and was about to walk over when I heard Cade speaking to Iris, the girl I had liked for years. He said they needed to go and that I couldn't see them. My stomach dropped. Iris said she felt bad, but Cade told her not to worry as long as I didn't find out. They rushed off together. I stood there frozen. Cade knew how I felt about her. My mom's warning echoed in my head. I had planned to reveal everything, but now I needed to know the truth. The rest of the day, they signed with me like normal. They kept asking if I was okay, but I couldn't stop thinking about what I heard. The next morning, I saw Cade and Iris again near the water fountain. He asked if she was ready, and she said she wasn't sure she could do it. He told her they had practiced this many times and she would be fine. They spoke quietly about meeting at lunch and glanced around nervously before walking away. My chest felt tight. I thought they had been planning something behind my back. I started pulling away from everyone. I became colder and distant. They noticed right away and kept asking what was wrong, but I refused to explain. I thought maybe they were all in on it. A few days later, I heard Cade telling Iris she needed to be perfect before the dance. She was scared she would mess up, and he reminded her the dance was in 3 days. That was the same dance I had been hoping to go to with her. I decided that night would be when I revealed everything. I would catch them and expose the truth. The days leading up to it felt unbearable. My friends looked confused and hurt, but I kept my distance. On the day of the dance, I was at my locker trying to avoid them when Iris walked up to me alone. I was confused and looked past her, seeing Cade, Oser, and Wayne watching from down the hall. Iris looked nervous, took a deep breath, and started signing. She said she liked me and asked if I would go to the dance with her. Her signing was slow and unsure, like someone who had just learned. That was when everything finally made sense. Cade wasn't with her. He had been teaching her sign language so she could ask me herself. My friends were never betraying me. They were helping her. I signed yes immediately. Then I spoke out loud and said I would love to go. Her eyes widened in shock. I showed her my hearing aids and told her I had gotten them a few days earlier. I tried to explain what I thought was happening, but I couldn't finish. The guys were already running toward me, shouting and laughing when they realized I could hear. They hit lockers, joked around, and completely dropped their usual cool image. Seeing them like that meant just as much as hearing for the first time. 13 years later, Iris and I are married. Cade was my best man, and Oser and Wayne stood beside me. My mom trusts them now, and I never doubted them again.